Welcome, everyone. Enrique and Jimmy have asked that we begin this ceremony by remembering and honoring the loved ones who are no longer with us in person, but who are present in spirit, surrounding us with their memory and their love. We honor Jimmy's grandparents, Hisayoshi Miyamoto, Margie Miyamoto, and Jim Simpson. Enrique's grandparents, Maria del Pilar Limon Calvo and Enrique Sáenz Calvo. Jimmy's uncles, Tim Simpson, Bobby Simpson, and Van Miyamoto. Enrique's dear friend, Ricky Robles, a cherished friend to both, Janet Walsh. And with especially full hearts, we remember Luis Antonio Virez. Please join me now in a moment of silence as we honor them all. It is such a privilege to be standing here with both of you today to marry you, and thank you for asking me. And in this world where, things can get crazy and there are times of uncertainty, what I am certain of is your love and that you belong together. And just pause for a moment and look around and take it all in. Everyone here showed up because they too love you and believe in your love. And let this moment stay with you, one of joy, support, and truly being surrounded by love.
For my brother, I want to say congratulations on you getting married. I'm super happy for you. I just want to say that you have truly been an amazing brother throughout my whole life. And seeing you go through a lot of situations, enduring, the tough times, the rough times, and persevering through that really showed me, that in rough times you never want to give up, and that family means the most to you. And at my times when I needed you the most, I can truly say that you were always there for me, and I can't thank you anymore. And I just want to say that I love you so much. And I just want to say congratulations again from the bottom of my heart. I am extremely happy for you. To now my brother-in-law, Jimmy. I remember the very first day that I met you, and I believe it was on my 21st birthday in Las Vegas, right? It was amazing meeting him, because not just the first time that I met him, but even after, he embraced me not only with a lot of love, but just with a lot of respect, and just really showed me what amount of love that he has for my brother. And seeing the love that he expresses and shows my brother means the world to me, because my brother just deserves to be happy and have a beautiful life, with success and a lot of love. And I really, really appreciate you, Jimmy, for not only being there for my brother, but being there for my mom, being there for me, and not just for us, but also for my family, my kids, and my beautiful girlfriend. And I just want to say that I'm always here for you, and that I love you so, so much. And I'm super, super grateful to have you as my brother-in-law.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Bobby, and I'm Jimmy's younger brother. To start, let me say, obviously, I've been around Jimmy my whole life, and I can say for certain standing here today that this is the happiest that I've ever seen him. I'm so glad that my brother met someone like Enrique to spend the rest of his life with. As everyone here knows, Enrique is the nicest person that you will ever meet in your life. And having him around our family these past years has been great. He fits into our family perfectly, and he makes Jimmy happier than I've ever seen him. Growing up, Jimmy was always someone that I looked up to, and I still look up to Jimmy to this day. While we may have had very different hobbies growing up, we were always there to support each other every step of the way. Whether it was him coming to all of my games or me going to his speech meets, plays, debates, anything else, we always had each other's backs. As hard as it was, I even had Jimmy's back during his very short stint in modeling career in high school.
Jimmy first asked me to do a toast. I said, all right, how hard can it be? Stand up here and have everybody raise a glass. He said, no, Dad, it needs to be about 3 minutes long. I said, what the hell am I going to say for 3 minutes? So at least you could have done was give me some notice. He said, Dad, you got a month. So I said, okay, I'll come up with something. So of course I couldn't sleep that night, tossing and turning. Of course, my lovely wife kicks me out of bed about 2:30 in the morning. I went in, sat down, and started thinking about from the time he was born up to the present. And I quickly realized that I could talk for 3 hours about this kid and never do him justice. And so I thought, well, we'll just keep it short and sweet. Jimmy, from the time you was born, you've been a great joy to us. You have excelled in just about everything you've set out to do, from academics to music to sports. Well, maybe not sports. Volleyball, you was always pretty good in volleyball. But we have no doubt that the next chapter in your life in aviation will also be a success. And we'd like to welcome Enrique to the family. When I first met Enrique, he's a little bit more of a hugger than I am. But after a few firm handshakes and a pat on the shoulder, he caught on pretty quick. But all joking aside, he has treated all of our family with nothing but respect. And so I'd like to officially welcome you to our family. And now if you'd all raise a glass to Jimmy and Enrique, may you both have a long, successful, and happy life together.
My love, I truly feel like the luckiest guy standing here in front of you. When I think back, I'm still blown away that a single swipe made my dream of true love come true. and I'm incredibly grateful it did. You know how much I love looking for signs from the universe, and I saw one the moment you walked into our first date, Band-Aid on your forehead and all. I remember that day vividly, the sparks flying around us as we got to know each other. I wasn't nervous, but rather I felt a sense of comfort, like being there with you was exactly where the universe wanted me to be. Little did we know, our first date would last 3 days. 3 days that I can only describe as pure magic. We hung out, talked about life, and explored some beautiful places in the city. One of them being Sutro Heights Park, one of my now favorite places in the world. It was there during those 3 unforgettable days that we saw not 1, not 2, but 3 shooting stars. And it was there in that moment that I knew I had found the love of my life.
Enrique, I want to take the next few minutes to express my gratitude to you. So first, to start from the beginning, I want to say thank you for swiping right on Tinder. And even though you didn't message me back for like 3 days, thank you for finally replying and agreeing to go on a date with me. And on that first date, thank you for not being scared away by the giant Band-Aid on my forehead, because I just had a cyst removed. And also, thank you for paying for the first couple of rounds of drinks at that cash-only bar. I swear the ATM at the Bank of America really was broken. Thank you for taking me to our first concert together, for asking me to take a massive tequila shot with you before we went inside, and not freaking out when I told you I loved you even though we had only known each other for 11 days. Thank you for having a love of travel. Our trips have been some of the best memories of my life so far, and I can't wait to travel the rest of the world with you.
You've kept that magic alive for me every single day since. And the way you love me, the way you love my family and friends, and the way you know when I need a hug without needing to say a single word, and the way you brighten my days and lift me up when I'm feeling down, and the way you cheer me on and make me feel like I can do anything even when I'm filled with doubt, and the way you're incredibly patient with me, and the way you stand by my side in moments of happiness, wins, sadness, and loss, and the way you'll spend 16 hours at Disneyland with me, and the way you always make sure my lunch is packed for work, and the way you love and care for our fur babies, and all the ways you love me unconditionally and unequivocally. You love me in a million different ways that truly feel like magic. I've never been more sure about anything in my life, and as some of you may know, I'm pretty indecisive sometimes. But this, I know for sure, I want to spend the rest of my life loving you in a million different ways. As we share this moment with our favorite people, I make these promises to you. I promise to dream alongside you as we continue to build our life together. I promise to always be your rock and to make you laugh and smile. I promise to be your biggest cheerleader and supporter as you choose new goals and adventures. I promise to be here for you, not just as your soulmate, but also your best friend. I promise to do a better job with composting and to always scratch your head as we catch up on all our favorite shows. I promise to always go to Outside Lands with you and dance like no one's watching. And I promise to love you forever and for always. I love you so, so much, babe, and I'm beyond excited to keep living this beautiful adventure with you.
Thank you for saying yes to marrying me. I knew you would, but thank you anyway. Thank you for being the best pet dad to Max and Noe. Thank you for seamlessly bringing me into your life, into your family, and into your friendships. Thank you for embracing my friends. I know they're all a little crazy, but I love how much you love that. Thank you for loving and cherishing my family. They're all also a little crazy, but I hope you know how much they love you and are so grateful that I met you. Enrique, you are the most generous, caring, and loving person I have ever met. I know that you would go to the ends of the earth for me. You would go to the ends of the earth for your mom, for your dad, for Tony, your grandparents, for Oscar and his family. You would go to the ends of the earth for your friends, and probably for someone you even just met. Sometimes I worry about you because you give so much to others that you oftentimes forget to give to yourself. But I promise to give to you I promise to give you my care. I promise to give you my respect. I promise to give you my kindness and compassion. And I promise to give you my love. So one final expression of gratitude, and to bring us to today. To the surprise of no one, I know I've been maybe a little difficult as we planned this wedding. So thank you for being patient with me, not just now, but always. Thank you for always uplifting and supporting me. Thank you for being my person, for choosing me, for being my dream come true, and for being my love. I will forever be grateful that you are my husband.
Jimmy and Enrique, surrounded by the love of your friends and family, and having pledged your love to one another, it is my great joy and honor to pronounce you married. Now it's time for your first kiss as husbands. I now present to you the newlyweds.
Good evening, family and friends. Thank you for joining us today to celebrate the love between two amazing people. Of course, my son Enrique and his now husband, Jimmy. I always knew that Enrique, aka Kike or Calabaza to some, was someone very special. From a young age, he had this fire in him. Fierce, funny, endlessly curious, and just a little dramatic to say the least, when the situation called for it. He has always had a strong sense of who he is, and as his mom, there is nothing more beautiful than watching your child embrace that fully. When Kike came out to me, I didn't feel shock, sadness, or shame. I felt pride. Pride in the courage it takes to live authentically. And when he introduced us to Jimmy, well, I could see exactly why he was smiling wider, laughing louder, and living lighter. Jimmy, you walked into our lives and it instantly felt like family, like you had always belonged at the table, cracking jokes, pouring wine or tequila for me, and asking the questions no one else was brave enough to ask. How lucky am I to have such a beautiful soul as my son-in-law?
I met Enrique 12 years ago when we both worked for this little airline called Virgin America. His friendliness, positive attitude, and big smile made me instantly gravitate towards him. To be honest, I had a slight crush on him. Over the years, I've watched Enrique grow, thrive, and dance through life's highs and overcome its uncertainties. Always with humor and heart, but something was missing in his life. After some time, he came out to me and broke the news that he and I could never be. Although devastated for myself, I was so happy and proud of my best friend. Soon after came Jimmy. Things were a little complicated at first. Enrique was still trying to figure out this new stage in his life. Jimmy came in with so much compassion, a willing heart, and most importantly, patience. The more I got to know Jimmy, I knew my friend was in perfect hands. Now here we are, 7 years later. You two remind all of us what it means to love fully and without conditions. You show us that real love takes work, some wine, therapy, and a good cry sometimes. So here's to the couple who proves that love isn't just about finding the right person, it's also about being the right person. May your lives be filled with laughter, your arguments short, and your love endless. Cheers to the happy couple.
In Moulin Rouge, they said, the greatest thing you'll ever learn is just to love and be loved in return. Taking that next step with someone is scary, but I've never met someone so genuine, compassionate, and above all as loving as Enrique. Enrique, you are one in a million. And I am so grateful that you chose Jimmy. You bring out the best in each other, support through good and bad, and love unconditionally. I truly used to dream about Jimmy finding that love, Disney kind of love, and he found it with the biggest damn Disney fan I've ever met. I cannot wait to see what adventures you guys get into with Jimmy as your pilot, flying you wherever your heart's desire. To be real though, Enrique, kind of wild that you're trusting of Jimmy in a cockpit when he's almost killed multiple people here behind the wheel of a car. In all seriousness though, I am elated for both of you to be defying gravity with your next life chapter and truly finding your golden hour. As we all know, weddings are more than just dancing, booze, and free food. It's about the love we're here to celebrate, the connection between Jimmy and Enrique, and all of us cheering them on. So raise your glasses, let's toast to love, laughter, and an incredible future. We all love you so fucking much. To Jimmy and Enrique.
We are so grateful and just overwhelmed with the love and just seeing all of our families and friends be in one place. We just want to say thank you so much for being here today and for celebrating with us.
We love you all so very much, and thank you for being here to help make this a very extra special day for all of us. We love you. Thanks.